Hi everybody, how are you? I hope everything is fine. Now, today's lesson is about relative pronouns and relative clauses. If you remember, we had this lesson about WH question makers, making questions with WH words. And another function of WH words, like who, what, when, where, which, is being used in relative clauses. We know what clause means, okay? It means a few words together in which you also have a verb. Now, if the meaning of this entity is complete, you call it independent clause. If the meaning is not complete, you say a dependent clause. Relative clauses are dependent clauses. In order to make them, we mostly use one of these WH questions and, of course, the word that. For instance, you say, the man who lives next door is a doctor. Okay, now you're defining, you're describing that man. In a way, you're using an adjective. Now, this adjective is not just a word, it's a clause. Okay, so one way to look at it is that, okay, this relative clause, and in which you have a relative pronoun like that, who, when, where, etc. Okay, they function, these all together, these function as an adjective. They describe the entity, that thing. All right. Now let me give you some examples. Okay, with the WH and of course that. For instance, you say who. The student who studies hard will succeed. With whom? The man whom I met was kind. Okay, remember here, the man is an object of the sentence. Okay, and whenever I'm referring to a typical mistake which occurs among language learners. I've seen it a lot in different nations. They bring an object pronoun after that particular object. For instance, I repeat, the man whom I met was kind. Please, so this is correct. Please don't say the man who or whom I met him was kind. No, we don't bring object pronoun here. Okay. Or for instance, let me use which. The book which I bought is expensive. The book which I bought is expensive. I don't say. Okay, so please keep in mind. The book which I bought it is expensive. No, this it, don't bring this it here. Do not bring the object pronouns when using relative clauses. Okay. Let me give you an example with that. The movie, you can use that for things and people. Okay. The movie that we watched was boring. The movie that we watched was boring. Again, you don't say the movie that we watched it was boring. No, that is wrong. Okay, so please be careful about these things. Now, the next point is the kinds of relative clauses. Typically, we have two main types. One is defining or restrictive relative clauses, means that they are the information that they're bringing to the sentence is essential and important. Okay, means without that, your sentence cannot make it. For instance, you say the teacher who teaches linguistics is very strict. Here we do not use any commas. Okay, I like movies that have happy endings. Again, I don't use commas. Then the next one is non-defining. So you have that one, you have this one as well. Non-defining, non-restrictive relative clauses. Means you're giving some extra explanation. You're bringing it to your interlocutor, okay? So that is, this information is not essential, it's extra. Not bad, okay, but not that much necessary. Okay, for instance, my brother, comma, who lives in Canada, comma, is a pilot. Okay, when you say your brother, the information is enough, okay? So you're just giving some more information, extra information. Or for instance, this book, which was published in 1995, is rare. Okay, so this being published in 1995 is something that you are adding to the information. It is extra information. Okay, so it is non-restrictive or non-defining. Means the definition of that particular entity will do even without that. Okay, another point to remember is that many times you can just make it shorter, make this relative clause shorter by using either ing form or gerunds, okay, or present participle, there are different names for that, or by ed, past participle. Okay, for instance, you say students who study hard. Instead, you can shorten it to say students studying hard, blah, blah, blah. Okay, or the man who's talking, the man talking. Instead of who is talking, you can say it, you can just simply say the man talking, blah, blah, blah. And next, using ed, okay, or past participle, you can say, for instance, you said the book which was written in Japanese. You can say the book written in Japanese, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so in a way, you remember this is very similar to passive voice. Okay, so it conveys passive meaning. So again, please remember to use commas when you're using non-defining relative clauses. Very well. Now, what I'm going to do now is give you 20 sentence examples in which somehow some kind of relative pronoun and relative clause is used. Please look at them carefully and try to make similar structures like this. Very well, that was today's lesson. Before saying goodbye, let me give you the example of Imam Khomeini, Imam of Aftabez, and in which I'm going to use a relative pronoun and make a relative clause. Okay, we can say Khomeini, comma, who loved to travel to the moon, designed an Aftabez-shaped rocket in his dreams. Yeah, many Iranians remember close to 1979 revolution. One night there was this rumor that his face can be seen on the moon. And so many superstitious people, yeah, I can see his face on the moon. And they would then ask, God damn it, what is his wicked face doing in the moon? Is it even possible? Anyhow, it's a very long story. What can I say? Me and my compatriots have been suffering. 3 generations have suffered this black plague, and those who thought like him and helped him. All right. Anyhow, okay. So this makes today's lesson, and because it was a short one, no need to any recap. I wish you all the best, and looking forward to seeing you soon again. Until then, goodbye.